When you think of Christmas drinks, there's a few that pop into your mind, like Bucks Fizz, mulled wine, and eggnog. It might surprise Americans out there to know that eggnog isn't particularly easy to get in the UK. Like, I'm in my 30s at the moment, I have never seen it sold in any shop, ever. Maybe there's places that sell it, I've never seen it. The first time I ever tried eggnog was a couple of years ago when I did my Bradvent Shorts series, and I did one where I made eggnog. The version I made a couple of years ago was really complicated because you have to separate out the yolks and the white and then mix one with sugar and then put another one with other stuff and then mix them together and blend them and cook them and boil them and mix them and fridge them. It was overly complicated and I'm not about that shit. So this year I thought what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and make eggnog as simply as possible. Obviously, to get perfect eggnog, the right texture, the right taste, there are certain ways you're supposed to make it. But if I just want run-of-the-mill flavoured milk drink with booze, can I just throw everything together and have it taste nice enough that I like it? Because that's the main thing. I want to make one where I have to put no effort in and yet it'll taste fine. So what I did, I've looked up the ingredients and I have them here behind me out of focus. If I chuck all of this stuff into a mixture and drink it, will it taste enough like eggnog that I can get that little itch satisfied without having to put in all of the effort? Because there's nothing better than something that tastes delicious and requires no effort. I'm thirsty, so let's not waste any time. Camera, come with me to the stove top where we make the drink. Is that good? I need to move the light. Hello, you've moved about 3 feet. Now you're in a better position to see the work. So my plan for this is I'm going to put the eggs and the sugar stuff into here and mix them around for a little bit till they're blended. And I'm going to warm up the cream and the seasonings and things in the pan. And then I'm going to mix them together and then that's going to be eggnog. There's going to be somebody out there who has done this before and knows already whether or not this is going to work. But as far as I know, all these ingredients mixed together should create some kind of milky egg drink. Let's begin. Is it called being a chef if you're making drinks? Because, like, you know, you've got cocktail mixing stuff, what are they called? Like mixologists or something. If I'm making eggnog, am I a chef? 4 eggs and then some maple syrup for sweetness. So I'll use up the rest of this. And then what we want to do is we want to put everything else in this pan. So, all the cream, and then we're going to have some brandy. Obviously, I want to put no effort in. And to put no effort in, it means you don't measure stuff. So, that seems about right. And then we want a bit of nutmeg. Seems about right. And we want a little bit of cinnamon. Seems about right. So what we're going to do is, we're going to turn on the hob. How's my eggnog looking? It's looking like some seasonings and cream in a pan. So let's start blending this and see what happens. I mean, I know what's going to happen. It's going to blend. Is there such a thing as over blending eggs? So, in theory, I mix these two together now. Eggnog. Or nothing like eggnog. Yes. Pour my mixture. Pour. This is looking alright though. Like, it's a little bit too runny. It's not as thick as you would want it to be. If anything, it'll probably taste alright. It might not be accurate, but it'll probably taste fine. How long do I have to do this for before the eggs are safe? Shall we try the mixture? It tastes fine. It actually tastes very nice. I will say, the primary ingredient appears to be brandy, but I'm not going to complain. Okay, let's turn her off. I mean, initial taste test is positive. It seems that I perhaps may have succeeded in making a very quick, very easy... Is it eggnog or is it an eggnog alternative? There we go. It's very thick now, like very thick. Maybe, somewhere along the way, I've made a mistake. Maybe I heat it too long because it looks like it's got some lumps. I mean, I don't give a shit. It's for me, isn't it? But it might mean that I've done it slightly wrong. The lumps make it extra better. Oh god, it is getting a bit lumpy, isn't it? My guess is that I've probably cooked it too long. And maybe the eggs have started to like cook rather than just get warm. Probably still tastes right though, that's the thing. As long as it tastes good, I don't care. Who gives a shit what it looks like as long as it tastes awesome? Well, it tastes like eggnog, it's just a bit lumpy. So, what I'll do is I'll do a taste test when it's cold, because it might be even worse and then it'll be even funnier for the video. And then somebody in the comments can let me know exactly what went wrong, because this is a very simple recipe. I would like to be able to do it a lot easier. Maybe it would be better if I just didn't heat the whole mixture and just had raw eggs. Or maybe I should turn it off, the heat off, when I add the eggs, so that the eggs are only getting the second-hand heat transferred from the mixture rather than them being cooked themselves. I'm Brad, signing off temporarily, and I shall return in, I don't have a watch on, sometime with a nice cold product. It's me again. It's the following morning and I've left my eggnog chilling in the fridge overnight. I have a sneaking suspicion I may have accidentally made Christmas custard, but I guess we'll see, because this doesn't feel very liquidy. Oh jeez. Well, it's not eggnog. It's way too thick. Oh dear. What have I done? It's like porridge. Eggy porridge with no oats. What can we take away from this? Well, first of all, maybe don't cook it as long, because this is obviously a result of it being overheated. I don't even think there's a second thing. I said first of all, that's it. Just, it's too cooked. Is it nice though? It tastes exactly the same as eggnog. It's just too thick. I reckon if I put this back in the food processor with some milk to make it more liquidy, I reckon this will be fine. If the taste was bad, then there's not really much you can do about it. Like, obviously, maybe throw some more like ingredients in to improve it. But the fact that it tastes really nice, it tastes exactly the same as eggnog. The only problem is the texture is like porridge. It's clearly just scrambled egg with cream and seasoning. But I'm happy with my sludge. I'm going to water down my sludge and have a delicious eggnog drink this morning. It's 10 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to have an alcoholic eggnog drink because it's Christmas, even though it's technically not, and I've got work tomorrow. I can do whatever I want. Do try this at home and let me know what your results are, or whether or not you know, like timings, perhaps. Anyway, Merry Christmas. You enjoy your eggnog, I'll enjoy my sludge. Just as a tiny little addendum to this video, I did what I said. I put it in the blender with some milk, and it actually came out perfectly. Yep, tastes exactly as it should. So I've salvaged it. It did work. That's really nice, actually. It did work, so it can be fixed. But in future, yes, I will probably cook it less. It's raining outside. Here's to a cold, wet day.